Are you looking for peace of mind? You won't find it in your static life. What are you trying to prove? Whose mountain are you trying to move? So I'll never.
Yeah, I feel like, and it was my own personal struggle with that song Contact High, is I got to a point where I was trying to be social through my phone with like 800 people, and I was missing out on the opportunity to be social with the people right in front of me. The real time, I can reach out and grab this person. And our generation, my generation, is losing that ability to conversate a little bit. We're really good at like 3-line pips about why the refs in the NFL suck, but we're not as good at looking somebody in the eye and taking the time to care about what's going on in their life, or really dialoguing about things. We're not as good as I think we can be, because we're really distracted a lot by our phones and by social media. And these tools they're huge and enormous and great tools for staying in touch with people and keeping up on world issues. But I noticed in my life personally, and that's why I wrote the song, that I need to put it down, and I need to take the time to be present and be personal with people. So that's what that song is about.
The real treasure that we all seek is hiding in plain sight of me.
I don't know how I came to sound the way that I do. I think a lot of it was it's a blessing for me, but I grew up singing in the church. My dad was a minister, and so I grew up kind of from a young kid singing gospel songs. And, I progressed from that onto Stevie when I was about 15, and Marvin Gaye and Donny Hathaway and all those soul greats of like the 60s, 70s. I mean, and still today. But I would just listen to records. The town I grew up in was wicked small, and we didn't have clubs or R&B blues singers or anything. So it was really just singing in my room to records, and picking up a guitar eventually and singing to that. That's kind of how I'm here today, I guess.
Can't get no sleep, don't know why. Can't get no sleep, don't know why. I can't get no sleep, don't know why. Yeah. Well, I spend my nights shooting at the stars.
Sleep is a song I wrote about. I mean, it's very self-explanatory, just not getting any sleep. I've been on tour I've been on tour periods for a year now, about a year and a half now, actually, since June of 11. And then prior to that was touring, roughly about half the year by myself, with my little acoustic guitar and in a Buick LeSabre. You tend not to get, I haven't been getting as much sleep as I'm normally used to. And it's a grind, it's a grind to be on the road and to try to utilize those resources that you have when you're out on the road. And it's a huge blessing. It's a huge blessing for people to give me a mic and give a crap about what I say and what I do. But it also means that you go to bed around 3 and you wake up around 9, or you go to bed around 4 and you wake up around 8. So yeah, that's what sleep is about. Sleep is about me not having as much as I would like at all times. What motivates me in my music is I really want to use music to influence. The music that I love and am infatuated with is that kind of 60s, 70s, 50s, 60s, 70s R&B soul, and I feel like when that music was big, when What's Going On came out by Marvin Gaye, that music had such an influence on the culture at the time, with the civil rights movement and the hippie movement, and just people protesting on Capitol Hill, and the young people in our country were very adamant about stepping out and being a voice. And I feel like music has kind of lost that a little bit in our generation. It's a lot of kind of cotton candy and glitter and party. And there's not as much emphasis on the conscious side of things and speaking about real issues. And the music that at least motivates me to write songs is the type of music that is conscious and has that side to it. That's definitely a big motivation for me in my songwriting and music. I'm not a very proud person. I'm really proud that I think I'm most proud when I stand up on stage and I see smiles. And I know that what I love to do is blessing other people. Not very many people get to do that. There's very few people in the entire spectrum of the workforce and life that get to do something that blesses them internally and externally, and have it also internally and externally bless other people. And so I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud that that's who I am at 25 years old. Maybe at 30 I won't be able to do it, but right now it's something I'm very proud of.
Yeah, you see why I never get sleep. Oh, so you said